You notice that life has been getting to be a lot lately? For me, for you, for the community. One of our women in our Fearless Women's community said it perfectly this week. Susan, I'm facing lots of life disruptions that come out of nowhere and throw me off balance. And I sat with that for a few minutes because she didn't say she was falling apart. She didn't say she was giving up. She said she was being thrown off balance. And that distinction right there, that's the beginning of everything I want to talk to you about on this Sunday reset, because here's what I know to be true. It's not the disruption that determines your life. It's whether you trust yourself enough to find your footing again. So welcome back to your Fearless Sunday Reset. Susan Lazar Hart here, and my work is simple: transformational mindset, helping women trust themselves again. I'm the founder of Fearless Women Rising, a community built for women who are done being thrown off of life and ready to rise from the inside out. See, every Sunday we stop the noise, we come back to ourselves, and we reset. Not because life is perfect, but because you're worth showing up for, especially when things feel hard. And today we're talking about life's disruptions, the ones nobody warned you about, the ones that arrive uninvited and rearrange everything you thought you knew to be true. So I'm going to give you 3 mindset shifts, not hacks, not quick fixes, genuine transformational shifts that will change how you move through disruption starting today. So stay with me. Why does this matter right now? Well, this is the world we live in right now. Change is not happening faster. It's happening in layers. If you're navigating your own personal disruptions at the exact same time as the world around you, that creates that instability. And the women who are going to thrive, they're not the ones who avoid this disruption. They're the women who have built an unshakable relationship with themselves. They know who they are. Whatever goes on around here, that goes on around here. So that no matter what gets thrown at them, they always know how to come back to their own center. And that's what today is about. That's what self-trust is. Let's get into the shifts. Shift number 1, stop fighting what's real. Start naming it. If you think it's real, name it. The first thing we do when life disrupts us, we resist. We say, this isn't supposed to be happening, and here's what it's costing me. And what is it costing you? It's costing you energy, the energy you actually need to move forward. When unexpected disruption hits, your nervous system shifts into fight or flight or freeze, survival mode. And in that state, you can't hear your own inner guidance. Really. You're running on pure adrenaline and reaction. And the shift is this: before you fix anything, name it. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like from the inside out. Not this is what something is happening to me. This is what it feels like. Don't wallow in it. Acknowledge it, what is true for you. I call this recognition before response. Notice there's no reaction in there. You ask yourself, what's actually happening right now? Not what do I fear this means, not what it says about me or somebody else. What's factually true in this moment that I know to be true for me? For me. And how does it feel? When you fully present with what is real, you stop hemorrhaging energy, fighting reality that you can't change. And you free yourself to act from a grounded place. This is self-trust in action, trusting yourself enough to face the truth without flinching. What is this? Let me name it. How do I feel? I feel crappy. Okay, what can I do about it? Well, you can't do anything about that, but what can you do about this? Because it's changing you from victim of change to authoring your response. Because you don't control what happens, you own what you do next. Remember, life doesn't happen to you, it happens with you. Yeah. So before I give you the shift, I want to give you a practice, because this one works better in your body than in your head. The next time disruption hits and you feel that spiral, that overwhelm, that shutdown, and why is this happening to me? I want you to do 3 things. Take 1 conscious breath. Just 1 deep breath, 1 deliberate breath, because that single breath gives your body and your mind the space to respond instead of react. That gap That gap is where your power lives. I see my daughter do it with my grandchildren. When they get upset about them, she'll say, stop, take a breath, take another breath. It changes the nervous system. It has you being present with you. So put your hands on your heart right here. Physically anchor yourself out of your head and into your body and ask yourself, after you have that breath, there were no victims in this situation. What would I choose? There were no victims in this situation. What would I choose? If I wasn't choosing to be upset right now, what could I choose instead? Now, I know a lot of women come to me and they're emotional eaters or drinkers or reactors. So that's the question to ask. Before you reach for whatever that is, stop. If I wasn't choosing to be upset with this right now, if I wasn't choosing to use this as a reason to cover up myself being upset, what could I choose instead? Maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe it's putting on some music. Maybe it's dancing. Maybe it's just being really present. Maybe it's going for a walk in the forest. Maybe it's doodling. Maybe it's writing it out in a journal. This is how I feel when this happens. See, I want to be clear. I'm not asking you these questions to suggest your pain isn't real. It is real for you. What I'm asking is whether the story you're telling yourself is serving you or shrinking you. Yep. Because here's what I know. You can't control what life throws at you, but you always have authorship over your response. How can I respond here in a way that creates greater for me? And every time you choose your response, instead of being consumed by your circumstances, he did this, she did this, I can't believe this is happening to me. Oh my God, I can't believe this is going on. Notice it always starts with I can't believe. And every time you choose your response, instead of being consumed by your circumstances, you send yourself the most important message you can send yourself. I trust myself to handle what comes. I trust myself to handle what comes. So this is not a small thing. This is everything. Shift number 3, become your own anchor. Yeah. Stop waiting for life to calm down, for somebody to save you, to figure out the answers for you. Before the calm, there you are. Become the calm. This is the deepest shift, and I want to be honest with you about it. It's also the hardest one, because we've been conditioned to react, to believe stability comes from somebody else. Somebody else knows the answers, and especially with ChatGPT or Gemini or AI or whatever it is you're playing with out there. I'm going to find out the answer. I mean, there's rings to tell you how you feel. What's your mood? There's an app to tell you if you've taken walks, if you're healthy. I mean, come on, let's get real. This is you. And this, what all of these machines are doing is taking the certainty away from you that you don't know how you feel. You don't know what you're eating. You don't know if you slept. Like, external stability is never permanent. Hey, if all of these gadgets and gadgets work for you, power to you. For the most part, it's taking away the power that we have in us to get to know ourselves by how we feel. Life will always have a season of disruptions. Sorry, 73 years old, I'm telling you like it is. Life will always have its season of disruptions. The woman who appears unshakable is not the woman with the least chaos. She's a woman who's built an inner life strong enough to hold her. She can tap in and say, so what about this works for me and what about this doesn't? What does that look like practically? A non-negotiable daily practice, even a short one, that reconnects you to yourself before the world starts pulling at you. Values clear enough that when disruption hits, you still have a compass. That's why we say how you start your day is how your day begins. What do you need? You need to be present with you in the morning. A community where you're not performing okayness, but actually telling the truth about where you are. You don't have to pretend. Yeah. You don't need life to be stable to feel stable. You need to know yourself well enough to know your own home base, your heart. Does this align with how I'm asking to be in the world? You don't have to have an answer. When you start asking those questions, you're letting your universe, your world, your body know that you're interested in a different way of responding. Let's recap. Shift number 1, Recognizing before responding. Name what's real before you try and fix it. Shift number 2, author your response. Use that heart check. Check in. Breathe, hand on your heart. Ask yourself, what would I choose if there were no victims here? Shift number 3, become your own anchor. Stop waiting for life to tell you what to do. Build the inner life that holds you no matter what. These are not things that happen all at once. These are practices. And that's why every Sunday we have a Sunday reset so we can practice together. Now, if this landed for you today, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Susan Lazar, Fearless Women Rising, drop a comment below and tell me, or if you're in our Facebook group, Fearless Women Rising, what shift you need most right now. And if you're ready to go deeper than that Sunday video, if you want a community of women doing this work seriously alongside you, join Fearless Women Rising. Let's see what we can create together. And if there's a woman in your life who's in the middle of a storm right now, share this with her. She needs to know she's not alone. This may seem like a lot. 3 shifts. Connect to you. Connect to your heart. Give yourself space so you're not reacting. You're responding to what's really going on. And then take an aerial view and ask yourself, what would I love? If it doesn't align with you, your heart, if it's just a distraction, let it go, let it flow. Here's to creating lives we love living. One bold step at a time. That's what it is. Honoring your word to yourself, checking in one step at a time. And yeah, you got to be bold, right? It takes courage. I get that. I'll see you right here next Sunday. If you know somebody who would benefit from this, please share with them. Put subscribe on our YouTube. When 2 or more are gathered, you know, we're going to create greater. Yeah. Live boldly, love greatly. Be that fearless leader you came here to be, because the world needs more of you and the way that you can respond from your heart instead of reacting. Reacting causes chaos. Responding causes you to honor your word to yourself and builds that inner strength. So until we meet again, Susan Lazar Hart, your transformational mindset coach, signing off. And I look forward to seeing your comments. You know, I do check in every day. Big love from Montreal. Bye-bye.